Hey everybody, Jason Bermas here, and buckle the truck up. It's time for some mixed martial mindset with John Fitch, and I already told John, get ready. We are in for one of the most insane, crazy broadcasts that we have ever done, okay? I just want to put that out there. We got a lot of stories to cover. I don't know how much we're going to get done in this hour, Fitch. We got a lot. We're going to have to take some of it to the uncensored portion of the broadcast over at Rumble and Rockfin exclusively. I want to thank everybody who's come over to Rumble. Literally almost 2,000 subscribers in the last week. Let's make it 5,000. We need to get to a place where I'm not worried about any type of censorship. And I think that this is going to be the next movement of censorship. So let's just get it out of the way. This is the lead story, other than the Hatchet Man story, which is also totally insane. We're going to be watching that video and breaking it down, especially with somebody who knows how to fight, John. But this is the headline, bro. And I want everybody to read the headline because there's one thing that's correct about it. This shit is crazy.
Insane.
I did something crazy. Grimes, the baby mama of one of Elon Musk's children, shares a snap of her bandaged face after revealing she wants to get elf ear surgery. So this is Grimes in the hospital. John, this person is an open transhumanist, and people have to get with it. That this is a reality. This is what the trans movement is, John. I know you saw.
I showed my kids the video clip of the antenna man from last week.
Okay.
Because they're talking about cyborgs and getting robot parts and whatever, because it's a topical thing. The kids are 8 and 10. That's what people are talking about uploading their content. They're 8 and 10. They're talking about, oh yeah, I heard we're gonna upload our consciousness into robots and stuff. And then I have to show them. I have to sit down and show them, like, hey, these are the people who are telling you this stuff. These are the people you want to be, antenna head, and you know, put it in perspective for them. It's not like you're not going to be the cool robot whatever thing. You're going to be some kind of weird freak, and it's not going to work the way they're telling you it is. The technology's not there.
Well, here's the deal, bro. I'm taking a ton of flack, and I'm going to show you this insane Twitter conversation I'm having with somebody. Okay, it totally, again, insanity. That's where we're at. Insanity everywhere on purpose.
Yep.
Like literally prosthetic breasts on a man in shop class in Canada. The size
and they're defending him.
Exactly.
It's not even safe. It's not even safe.
Listen,
right? Like not wearing goggles, not using the shop equipment properly. It's a health hazard. It's a violation of the protocols. Like I had shop in junior high. I know what you have to do. I know how it's done. My dad's a master craftsman when it comes to woodworking. Like there is nothing that man can't make out of wood. And you're telling me that this is a shop teacher? Like yes, that shop teacher should be fired for safety concerns.
Bro, I'm blown away that more people don't see what's going on. We're gonna get to the From Transgender to Transhuman, a Manifesto book where Martine Rothblatt, the richest, most powerful transgender person in the world, is opening the book with your biological sex is an accident at birth, and there are billions of sexes. Let me repeat that. Billions of sexes, not billions of people. They don't want billions of people around. That's what they want to fool you into this imagination land like Grimes, who's saying that this is the most Hollywood thing ever, everybody. No, it's the most weird thing ever.
Weird.
These
are broken, abused people.
Thank you. They are extremely
broken, abused people, 100%. And they get in these yes men circles, so they don't have any real friends that tell them the truth. Everybody just goes along with it. Yeah, totally awesome. Yeah. Probably talk mad shit behind her back, but totally, should totally cut your hair short and get elf ears. It'll be so hot. This is like some intersexual like dynamics. Like her girlfriends are really trying to destroy her.
So I've been talking about not only Rothblatt, but that 2016 Transformers conference put on by Lockheed Martin, put on by the Washington Post, put on by Samsung, attended by NASA, attended by DARPA, attended by Brain Antenna Man, okay? And this is the reality I have to deal with, okay? So this person on Twitter is severely mentally ill, and I just want to show people how mentally ill these people are. Hiro Segawa, aka Transformer, they're embracing this. They're not
it's probably a bot. It's probably not even a real person.
Well,
most of these exchanges and most of these people pushing these ideas on the internet is completely fake, people. It's fake. Pop culture is fake. It's controlled. It's not populist. It's not the people. It's not the people choosing these things. It's their algorithms. The algorithms that the Chinese TikTok people put in front of us is not the same algorithm that the Chinese people get. It's top-down control. You're told what is popular. You're told what's good. You really think that Cardi B is the best rapper from the other year? You think WAP was the best song? No. It's all BS. It's all fake and gay.
Again, look, man, I want to say this before we even get into this insane person. If you're an adult, do what you want. Sleep with who you want. Do to your body what you want. But I'm just telling you that, for instance, I had somebody in my chat late night last night saying they identified as a non-binary male. There is no such thing as non-binary. Let me explain something to you.
The second you say non-binary, you're saying, and right off the bat, you're a crazy person. You're not very smart, because if you're saying that there's non-binary, that means that there's binary and non-binary, which is, guess what? A binary situation. There's two then, which means by saying you're non-binary, you're saying you're binary. You're part of the binary thing.
And again, I just
but
want to say,
don't have any meaning anymore.
You're not a 0 or a 1. You're a flesh and blood human being. It doesn't matter what you want to identify as. And like I said, adults having sex with adults, I got no problem with it. You want to dress up like a blue bear and be a furry, or imagine you're a unicorn. You want a polyamorous.
You're doing it in your bedroom, and you're not doing it in front of my children, or at school, or in the library, or anything that I have to look at. I do not care. Go ahead.
I just want to let you know you're being used as a pawn for a transhumanist, really post-human eventually, if they get their way, future. So let me just show you how.
I think it's a bunch of rich bankers are making jokes of everything. They just want to see what they can make the stupid plebs do. Man, I got this chick to make elf ears. Ah, they're laughing at you. You think the 100 billionaires and trillionaires are getting antennas put in their head and cutting off their sex organs and getting elf ears? Nope. But I bet they're laughing their ass off at you. They are getting a big laugh. Ha ha ha.
It's insanity. So let me just show you how insane this person is. If it is a person, and by the way, John, we'll get into the fact this is anonymous and really a bot account, etc. It says, make anime real. They, them, former congresswoman. This person was never in Congress. Let me just make that clear. Now a character. Tweets, American politics and anime. Proud Yankee, hashtag national divorce. And everything is just Democratic talking points. Okay, everything. They're just, every single thing you see here is pro-authoritarianism, pro-transhumanism.
Yeah, that's a bot, 100% a bot.
Not only is it 100% a bot, it never even denies it's not a bot. So let me just read this exchange between everybody. This is how disingenuous these people are, okay? And how insane they are, because they're nuts. This person is a crazy person who probably runs 20 different Twitter accounts, maybe 100. Okay, this is an agenda. You literally, this is what
it's a Chinese operative, probably.
Well, they speak, if they're Chinese, they got really good handle on English language. Let's just go through what they're telling me. Okay, you literally.
Well, I mean, they're spies. I'm sure there were some German spies here that had great English also.
Listen, maybe it's Chinese.
Who was the Chinese spy that Swalwell slept with? She probably had great English.
Fang Fang.
Fang Fang.
Fang Fang. Again, cartoon
Fang Fang
level
is
stuff.
super spy.
Yeah.
Good
Fang
job,
Fang.
Representative.
So let's read it. So this is the opener. Okay, you literally are grooming kids to support fascism. My response. Okay. First of all, that's ridiculous. But not only
The funniest thing to me is when these people call you a fascist and you're like, I hate the state. Like, I hate the state. I do not support any top-down control. Okay. I want anarchy. I don't want communism, but I do not want fascism.
Mhm.
But they always want to lump you into the fascist. Like, no, like, screw them. Disband everything. Disband it all. Tear it all down.
And by the way,
I don't want it. I don't want to pay taxes for it. I don't want to have to do that.
I'm just saying
Privatize
this.
all of it.
I'm not an anarchist, right? I'm a constitutionalist. I realize that in this late in the game, there's no way you couldn't
I'm a
have some.
barbarian.
I know. Well, you know, Luke and I
I want
used to have these
barbarism.
discussions.
I want barbarism.
Well,
It all
you're a
falls
caveman,
down. Me
dude.
and my warlord buddies are gonna start taking over stuff.
You're very much more Militich than I am. Again, I've got the gift of gab, John. I don't have the 12-6 elbow strength or the takedown. So this is my best combat right here. But let me just read what this exchange, because again, all of it's fake, and they know it's fake, and they're just projecting their own hate onto you and talking points onto you and just non-reality. Because again, fascism is the merger of government and business. That's exactly what it is, and that has been going on. We've been living in a techno-fascist society for decades now, okay? Post-World War II, it just took off. But let's get into this, because it's so insane, it's unreal. I go, not only is that comment untrue, as I have exposed actual fascism for almost 2 decades, I would expect nothing less from an anonymous account insane enough to identify as a they-them anime character. You are clearly severely mentally ill, hashtag seek help. And then I show people this person's account. Says the person who thinks Trump is going after a secret cabal of satanic pedophiles. I said, no, I don't, and never have. I've never endorsed that Johnny nonsense. I've exposed those who have gone along with that bullshit again and again and again. And I said, I'm not a Republican, conservative, or right-wing, and fascism, by definition, is the merging of government and private companies to rule over the public. Your ignorance is as abundant as your severe mental illness and cowardly anonymity. These people are cowards. They will never show their face, okay? And then it's, you are right-wing. You post right-wing talking points. Nope. I post facts and my opinions based on evidence, no matter where the information leads, and I do so publicly because I'm not a coward, okay? I don't create anonymous bot accounts like a coward and post team political talking points like yourself, but keep lying to yourself and others. It's a great look. And now I'm spewing right-wing arguments and relabeling them as a centrist. You are not a centrist. I'm not a centrist, by the way. I just want to make that extremely clear. I'm not. I'm a constitutionalist at best. I believe in the truth no matter where it leads me. And I don't sit anywhere on that political spectrum because it's fake. All right? It's not real. Not real. Let's just show people if they.
That's one of the ways they control you. They make it seem like you only have 2 choices.
Mm-hmm. Or that somehow, if you go even beyond those two choices, and someone on either side talks about the same thing you're talking about, like, you know, Charlie Kirk, very openly right-wing guy, right? And he's talking about the transgender to transhuman thing. So somehow, because I've been talking about it, Charlie Kirk makes it right-wing. No, Charlie Kirk just happens to be right on that issue. Correct, not right. All right, how about we'll go with correct. But I want to show you, folks, how far it's gone and how this person has been defended. This person should be in prison, really. Like, there's no place for this. It's unless it was Halloween. Like, if this person did this on Halloween, kind of funny. But no, this is the mental illness of their life. And this is the Canadian high school defends transgender teacher who wore enormous prosthetic breasts underneath tight T-shirt to class. This person. That person. That's not an insane person? That's not a crazy person, John?
Crazy person. How I don't even, I mean, like, if a regular woman teacher went to class with a see-through shirt and no bra, there would be a problem.
And there should be a problem, by the way. There should be a problem. Like,
yeah,
if that were to happen,
it's inappropriate. That has nothing to do with education or teaching your students anything. Like, that's weird. You're literally shoving your personal issues and problems into the faces of your students.
And
it's your problem.
And again,
you deal with it at home.
I thought that this was maybe a troll job. I thought that this was, maybe not true.
It seems like it was somebody was making fun of these people, like Zuby doing the powerlifting contest as a girl. Right? He set a UK record for powerlifting as a female, even though he's a man, was dressed like a man. Nobody would say no to him. That's what it seems like, but it's real.
Let me just read everybody the school's response here. Dear Oakville, Trafalgar High School families, we are aware of discussion on social media and in the media regarding Oakville Trafalgar High School, whatever that is. We would like to take the opportunity to reiterate to our community that we are committed to establishing and maintaining a safe, caring, inclusive, equitable. Anytime you hear equity, these people are full of shit. Okay, yep. And welcoming, learning, and working environment for all students and staff. They're pushing it, man. You think this is wild? You wait 6 to 12 months and you wait for the person to come in as a dog or a unicorn or a leprechaun or whatever the fuck they want, because they're pushing the boundaries of reality to have you accept this and even accept things in the virtual world. And the idea, again, that there are billions of sexes. I want to jump to this from transgender to transhuman and show everybody how this is the real deal. This is what they're putting out into public. So there's a sample of this book. Anybody can go check it out. We'll scroll up a little bit. Here's the cover, From Transgender to Transhuman, a manifesto. And it'll actually tell you all the subdivisions, but the first chapter is billions of sexes. Let me repeat that. Billions of sexes. Okay? Matt Williams, thank you so much for the tip. Mary Erickson, thank you so much for the tip. We got some decent tips yesterday as well. Without you guys, I would not be able to do this. So listen, you read this manifesto, and again, how there are billions of sexes, how your genitals at birth are an accident, and biology doesn't exist, and you tell me I'm wrong. Again, the most powerful, rich, transgender person on the planet is pushing this. Period. That's what this is. Come to the realization that these people are trying to destroy humanity. This person wrote Unzipped Genes, okay, in the 90s. 1997, Unzipped Genes, talking about taking hold of what children can be birthed and how, amongst other things, amongst literally transforming your DNA. This person wrote Virtually Human, The Promise and Peril of Digital Immortality. They are selling you a lie. Make no mistake about it. This is the reality. People have to come to grips with it, and Hollyweird is getting ready to promote it on a scale most people can't imagine. And John, while this is happening, they are destroying the rule of law and civil society everywhere. Have you seen the Hatchet Man video?
Yes, I saw it, and I commented on it. Like, guys, if he's just in a fight with some people, and he huffs off to go get something out of his bag. People, right? Word of advice. If you get into an altercation with somebody, they huff off and go to try to get something out of their bag or their car, leave immediately. Nothing good's going to come next. All right? They're not going to, here's some presents. Here's some chocolates. I have some chocolates. That's not happening.
When I saw this.
They're getting a weapon. They're getting something to hurt people or scare people. Get out.
Exactly. When I saw this, at first I feared that, I didn't know what was going to happen. And I feared that this guy was going to go get a gun and just start shooting these people, right?
That's about it. The second he put his hand in that bag, I was like, oh, people are going to die right now.
Yeah, I was
I put my hands up because I didn't want to see it. I was like,
dude, same thing. I got sick. My stomach all of a sudden turned. I was like, oh man,
I better. No, he's going to the bag. He's going to the bag. Everybody started sitting down and relaxing. I was like, it's not over, people.
It's so not over. So look, here's the deal. I don't know how the altercation started, and quite frankly, I don't care. I'm not saying that violence was necessary at any point here. This guy gets in a physical altercation with several people that start punching him. Okay, it's clearly over. Clearly over. This person was released with no bail afterwards. This person is out on the street. They are an insane
Did he keep his hatchet?
What's that?
Allow him to keep his hat. Did they let him keep his hatchet?
I would imagine when they arrested him, they didn't take his hatchet. It's not an illegal. It's not illegal to have. And that's the thing. This wasn't for self-defense. Let me just say that.
No, the threat was over with. It was done. Well, everybody was calmed down, and he walked over calmly, pulled it out of his bag.
And here's the thing, John. You don't carry something like that for self-defense anyway, because you can't readily go get it, right? He had to literally dig through his bag. It's not like you're carrying a firearm or you have a knife for protection.
Concealed carry, or it's on your belt or anything. Nope.
Nothing. It's in his bag, deeply hidden. This was an object that could have killed people and destroyed property. Period. And by the way, the property itself, like is McDonald's at fault here? Like, he destroyed a McDonald's. Well, we're gonna just watch it start to finish, because I had some people actually defend the guy and saying, you don't even know what happened. I don't care what happened. It
doesn't matter. Yeah, 100%. There was the three kids beating up a third grader in Texas, right? And I said, this is horrible. I said, I have no problem with the parents going after these predators, the quick kids that did it, or their parents. I don't. And somebody says, well, that's bullshit. You don't know what happened before that. There is goddamn nothing that could have happened before that would justify that.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Exactly.
Nothing. No words, no actions, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you cannot justify that. I'm sorry. No.
So
he said a mean word. He said a mean word to him, so he's allowed to go and get a hatchet? My ass. My ass, you're allowed to do that. Get out of here. Like, and guys, honestly, like, I'm a barbarian party. Okay. I'm perfectly fine. Let's take all these things away. Let's take the restraints away. Let me and my people start taking over. Okay. You're going to have a real hard problem dealing with that. I have no problem with violence. I'm good at it. My friends are really good at it. Okay. We play nice because we see the rules. We understand, okay, we don't want to lose freedoms. We don't want to take these. We don't want to break the rules. We'll play it your way. But like, when you start eroding those things, you started taking those lines away of separation. What's that going to do to the barbarians? What's that telling us? Oh, it's okay. It's our time now. We get to step up and do what we want. It's not the world you want.
Let's just play the video so people can see it who have not. I mean, this has been gone. But again, this person, no bail, released, obviously completely mentally unstable. I'm not endorsing the violence that happened before, but there was no physical threat to this guy afterwards.
Yeah, they're all in the wrong 100%.
Mm-hmm. But this is scary. Here we go. 2 minutes, guys. Get ready for it. Now, before we go any further, I want to point out he's the one who started the physical altercation. He's the one.
Everybody was breaking it up. He was on the outside. Some kind of words were said, and he wanted more. He wanted more of a conflict, and he forced his way into that area to be with those people to escalate things. He threw the first punch.
Absolutely threw the first punch.
The way I teach it, my Learn to Fight videos, create space, get out of there. After he threw that first punch, like, those other people, you're not required to finish the fight. Leave. Everybody in his party should have started getting out.
And by the way, we haven't gotten to the crazy part, folks. We haven't gotten to Hatchet Man, but we're about to. Let's play the clip, okay? And again, he's the one that started the physical altercation. I'm still standing.
Nah, I ain't gonna fight. He look like he about to get
right here. This guy takes his bag off, puts it on the floor. Run.
Bro, please go.
Everybody stand around like, nothing to do. Look on the neck. Pulls the hatchet out. Starts swinging a hatchet around.
You better tell, boy. Yo, I'm not stopping. I got the grip. Oh,
Now, as far as I know, that guy who's sitting down, he wasn't even involved, but he's smacking right now.
There was something, and they had words. The guy in the white shirt and the black tank top, they had words with the other guy, and then one of those guys got hit, and those two were hitting him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But again,
Yep.
look at the girls. I mean, again, the women in this. I mean, the one woman actually, you'll see it, protects, like literally shields the other guy. But he's about to get in this woman's face, this other woman.
See, look, that's why I keep my knife on me all the time, man. Shit like this, you never know. I know, man.
Scary. Scary. How is this guy out?
That's his jump shot, man. Nobody say the boy.
And notice he takes off without even having his bag. You know, this is a crazy person. That person, listen, that person belongs in either a prison cell or a mental asylum.
We need to bring the asylums back. I have a fighter staying with me from UK. He's actually from Malta, but he's been training in the UK. Matthew Camillari. He trains with Paddy Pimblett, but he was saying, why aren't these crazy? Why, you know, I told him about how there's no asylums anymore, and he could not fathom that, because they still have them in England. And I was like, yeah, that's a big problem. Why we have such a homeless problem. A lot of these people are mentally done and they need a place to stay. But like, we shut down the asylums a long time ago because of a movie.
And look, it's not like there hadn't been abuse at some of these mental asylums, for sure. But
yeah,
there's a thing called crazy. This whole broadcast.
What's the alternative? Like, there were some abuses in those asylums, yes. But now what do we have? How much abuse is happening on the street to these people every day? Every day in San Francisco and LA, we have 80,000 people in a small area doing massive drugs and crime and horrible things to each other.
John, we're in a weird place. By the way, 172 watching. We don't even have close to 100 thumbs up. Can we get them up? We're about to show you how mentally stable and with it Joe Biden is. Now, the man's dementia-ridden. He can't speak. To 60 Minutes' credit, they actually asked him about his mental focus, but they've carried water for this guy for the last...
All he does is yell anymore. He doesn't even talk. He just yells at people. He's the epitome of the yelling old man who doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Let's I'll tell you what, Fitch, let's bring this up, because once again, guys, you need to see it to believe it. He's asked about his mental stability and his focus, and this is what he has to say.
How would you say your mental focus is?
Oh, it's focused. I haven't, look.
It's fun. Like, let's go back, because again, he's just going to ramble because he can't speak. He's looking to the sky.
Maybe there's a teleprompter on the ceiling.
How would you say your mental focus is?
Oh, it's focused. I haven't, look, I have trouble even saying to myself my own head the number of years. I no more think of myself as being as old as I am than fly. I mean, it's just not, I haven't observed anything in terms of, there's not things I don't do now that I did before, whether it's physical or mental or anything else.
If we had an honest press, headlines everywhere after this would have been dementia-ridden president can't properly answer the question of whether
if you were of sound, if you were of sound mind, then you would actually see the mistakes you made. The fact that you are gone completely mentally. Oh, I do everything normally. I do everything like I always did.
It's over the top. And again, for me pointing that out, apparently I'm right wing. I'm not right wing. Joe Biden wasn't a good person before they installed him as the poopy pants puppet president. But when they installed him, he was not mentally fit to run a fucking Wendy's. All right, I want to keep saying that you would never.
He's not mentally fit to wipe his own ass. Somebody is wiping this man's ass. Somebody is changing this man's diaper. Okay, he's not running a country. He's not running a Dairy Queen. He's not changing his own underwear. Okay.
No, he's not. So we got. I have so many stories. I know that we got like 30 minutes left, guys. But man, this is gonna fly by. We've got so much stuff here. Fitch, you want to talk track trace database society? You want to talk scary open source technology?
It's getting annoying. All right, I've kind of because I teach private lessons, so like I have a little bit of cash flow coming in from that. People want to hand over the cash. It's easier than the PayPal or whatever transactions a lot of times, and it's getting harder and harder to spend my cash. I'm going places and they're like, oh, I go to my kid's jiu-jitsu tournament and there's a $15 parking fee to park in the lot next to the stadium, and they don't take cash. I go and park downtown because they had some kind of bicycle crap going on downtown, and I couldn't park next to the gym I was teaching a lesson at, and I had to go park at a different lot. Okay, walk over to the gym, and I couldn't pay because I have cash. I have cash and debit, and they're like, "Oh no, you have to use a credit card." I was like, "So I can't get out of the lot now." Like I had to call the thing and argue with the guy, and he finally just let me go.
And none of that's legal, by the way. I just want to let everybody know. You can say it's a private business. There's a reason that your money says legal tender, okay?
Yep.
Because that's legal tender. So when they tell you that something's going to cost a certain amount of money and you live in this country, guess what? You should be able to pay with cash, but they're eliminating that. Now, beyond that,
and the thing is, you should have a right to say no to the credit cards.
I agree.
That's a in between middleman service that you're not forced to take. That's not a part of any law or right. Okay, you can refuse the credit card. You can refuse the debit card. I have cash. Take it. This is our money. Take it.
And again, this is the movement towards a social credit score system. And on not only this program,
well, and the central bank digital note or whatever they want to call it. The
CBDC, the central bank digital currency they want to bring in via the blockchain, and all integrated into your carbon footprint, your social credit score. And when I was at We Are Change, we were talking about
you tweet the wrong things. I'm on restrictions on Instagram right now for wrong tweets or whatever. And that's going to translate into, hey, we don't like your social media post. You're not allowed to spend any money for a week.
It's definitely moving in that direction. And we did a watch along. In fact, we're probably going to watch in the uncensored part of the broadcast in the next 10 minutes. One of the clips I didn't play of Howley, Josh Howley. I played Ron Johnson. I played Josh Howley. I couldn't get away with it on YouTube. I pulled the video because they were saying things that would have gotten me restricted. I did not play the third time Josh Howley comes on and takes on Chris Cox of Meta, a.k.a. Instagram and Facebook. That's something we're going to do. But to get back to the point of the Chinese social credit score, and we were covering it back in like 2017, 2018 via We Are Change, in real time, you would have a system of CCTV cameras that if you smoked in the wrong place or you jaywalked, immediately you would be fined, and that would be deducted from your finances.
Demolition Man. That's inappropriate speech. 5 credits.
Now, let me say this. If you don't think that this is coming here, I want you to watch this girl's Instagram.
In a sense, it's already here with the way they try to cancel people.
Well, bro, I want people to understand.
It's getting people used to it. It's getting people used to the idea of, oh, it's okay to shut people down financially, socially, whatever.
Well, I just want to show people how this is being integrated in real time with real CCTV and real social media, and an app that people can actually use right now. This girl posted it to Instagram. You can check out the software yourself. Here we go.
A guy on Twitter just revealed software that can take an Instagram photo and use AI to search open cameras in a location to see if they can find the video of you taking the photo on that day. So the guy who created Die With Me, which is that chat app you can only use when you have less than 5% battery, just unveiled this software where you give it like the Instagram photo on the left, and on the right you see this AI searching through a bunch of open cameras all around the world to see if they can find the people in the photo with the proper location and give you the video of the photo actually being taken. I personally think this is brilliant. This must have been so hard to put together. The effect is fantastic, and it's a great way to remind people that you are constantly being watched, and so much more of your information is out there than you think. Also, it's way easier to find your location at all times than you think. Check out his Twitter. He's got a YouTube video on it if you want to learn more about it. He also has a way to support his page.
Here, I want people to see this again in real time.
This is something that I tell my sons all the time. Boys, you are constantly being recorded no matter what you do. You are never alone. If you are outside in a public space, you're being watched. You're being recorded. Somebody can access it and find out exactly where you are at any time. Don't think that, hey, teacher looked away, I can take an extra gummy worm or some crap. Nope. Somebody is going to record that. Somebody is going to know that you did that. You do not get away with anything.
I absolutely agree. And again, people, take a look at this. So on the left is the picture they put on social media, and on the right is the CCTV camera footage that's open source that anybody can access of them actually taking that photo. That is a microcosm for what is already available. That's the real thing, okay? And it is happening in real time. It's beyond track trace database. They're now trying to, again, incorporate it into not just a credit score, but a social credit score, and eventually your carbon allotment. This is command and control. It's the real deal. And the videos I want to play now, I can't play on YouTube. Okay, it's pretty much that simple. You know, one of the stories I did want to go over just really quickly before we get there is SNL is introducing its hilarious new non-binary member. Just to go back to the beginning of this is all insanity. There's no such thing as non-binary. That's a woman. That's a biological woman. Now, again, if that biological woman wants to sleep with other women and call herself a lesbian, or sleep with men and sleep with women and be a bisexual, I've got no issue with it. She's a real person. She's not non-binary.
You can live your life the way you want to, okay? I have no problem with anybody living their life the way they want to, as long as you're not hurting anybody. That's fine. But you can't force me to live a life that I don't believe in.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me that I have to deny biology. I have to deny science. I have to deny reason and logic. That's abuse. You're abusing me. You're abusing me by forcing me to believe in nonsense. You want to be called a frog? Ribbit, ribbit. Okay, I don't care. Okay, I don't care. If you want to be a unicorn, you want to get the elf ears and a big horn on your head, I don't care. But like, you're not going to tell me that there are a billion sexes. You're not going to tell me that you're non-binary. You're not going to tell me these things. You're not going to make me be an idiot. I have to scramble my brains and be stupid in order to live my life now. Nope, not happening.
And
you want
again,
to choose. You're a biological man or a biological woman, and you're choosing to live your life however, fine. I don't have a problem with it. But stop telling me that I have to stop believing in biology. I have to stop believing in science.
and eventually, let me tell you something. This is going to be the next thing that they're going to censor on social media, that you're a bigot if you don't buy into a billion different genders. And that's because they're trying to push you into a virtual universe. People are going on dates in the metaverse, and it sounds very strange. But again, they're trying to normalize it. So here's the deal, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, we got more videos to play. I've got a myocarditis kids for commercial. I can't play here. We're going to play over on the other side. I've got Josh
Have
Hawley.
you seen there was a mortician.
Listen, don't say it. I know what you're talking about. I saw the video over a month ago. I've seen other doctors come out. Listen, can't say it here. I wish. I'm not trying. Yeah. Listen.
And there's a live. There was a kid, a football player, who it was alive, and they found that thing, and I'm talking about.
Yeah. Again, can't talk about it here because we're that censored, and it's ironic because the next thing we're going to do is
North
show
Korean
Josh,
social media.
Yeah, we're going to show. First of all, these hearings were actually really good. Ron Johnson and Josh Hawley knocked it out of the park. There were some other senators that actually did a really good job as well. You want to watch what, again, I can't talk about here. You can either go over to the Rockfin, ROKFIN.com/Jason Bermas, or you can go over to Rumble, and that's where John and I are going to be. Thumbs it up on the way out, guys. Remember to support me with the links below. Consider buying me a coffee. We now are fully employed by Red Voice Media. We got one exclusive every single week. It's $9.99 a month, but after 2 weeks, it goes free anyway. And honestly, they put out half of my stuff for free anyway. So that even that exclusive over there on Neom and the Line, you get to watch. So Red Voice Media, another great way to support this broadcast. YouTube, we're going to see you